A King Pine Farm Studios production. Send donations, inquiries, licensing proposals to 4319 Henderson Road, Milton, Ontario, Canada. And investments may be eligible for tax receipts and tax credits. Lottery tickets support people. Tourism farm product from Ontario, where good things grow. Dragon warp in the 21st century. When other races noticed that the Homo sapiens on Earth were tossing around trillions of dollars around to avoid the Great Depression of the early 21st century, they took notice. If the humans were going to be giving away Mount Everest loads of gold and jewels in the form of currency, they wanted a piece of the action. And so it was that Gishi Manitou's animal people, the aliens, and berserk robots took notice. The alien bugs were soon selling foul fume-spouting time ships to the Homo sapiens for quite a sum of cash, which began to anger the salmon people when research facilities set off in distant rivers in the wilderness began to pollute their villages that they retired to after their spring runs. The giant robots that the trader bugs brought along with them didn't help matters any by walking into the caves of hibernating bear people and blasting away with the ray guns that they carried with them as they proceeded to mine the Earth's resources. The final catalyst that galvanized Gishi Manitou's animal people into militant action was when one of the giant robots clanked into the cave of an irritated, grumpy bear person. The bear person plunged a wooden stake into the servo motors of the robot, and the berserk machine went out and smashed into some of the pine people, and soon the animal people and the plant people were united in their revolution against the earthling Homo sapiens. The pine tree people and the oak tree people linked their branches together in solidarity, ripped their roots out of the ground, and went stomping and marching down to where the leaders of the Homo sapiens were gathered to protest their harvesting for free. They wanted a piece of the action, or they wouldn't allow themselves to be harvested ever again. In the oceans, the cod people refused to die in order to be turned into fish and chips for Mr. Barrister fish fry, and the potato people ripped themselves out of the ground and ran away from the potato harvesters and refused to become a part of the potato industry's French food product. Thus, whilst the animal and plant people protested in front of UN headquarters in New York, the lumbering industry and the food industry collapsed. Soon the fungus people joined in their efforts of protesting against the Homo sapiens, and the medical pharmaceutical industries fell by the wayside as well, as Gishi Manitou's people waved their signs and protested and shouted, "Hell no, we won't go into your combine." And so the world was in dire straits, and the Great Depression of early 2009 looked like it would turn into a great mass starvation and extinction of the human race. A King Pine Farm Studios production. Send donations, inquiries, licensing proposals to 4319 Henderson Road, Milton, Ontario, Canada. And investments may be eligible for tax receipts and tax credits. Lottery tickets support people. Tourism farm product from Ontario, where good things grow.